Hey, how are you? Adam here. The date is currently 12/27/2016, 11:21 p.m. Sitting in the garage, as I always am. I was just upstairs writing more lyrics. I'm getting to the point with the lyrics now where it's like, I feel like because I've been just going to the thing, and this is so uninteresting to listen to me talking about lyrics, I'm sure. New subscriber. Welcome to the audio journal, new subscriber. Now it's like, I have this pang of like, oh, there's somebody new here. What do I say? How you doing? The other person probably, maybe listening right now is somebody, Wombly Peta. His first name is George. He might even comment on this video. I'm not even sure, but it's just me in my garage talking for 10 minutes. It's not really anything super interesting. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for subscribing. That's cool. What was I just saying? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, the lyrics. See, I'm getting to the point now where I'm writing them, and it's easier to get to that like emotional place to get them out, get the real lyrics out instead of just being mechanical with it. But that old thing. Anybody who's, and this is pretty much everybody who's ever attempted to, write a song or do anything creative really is, it's a struggle. It's not like some easy thing. It's a struggle for everyone. Don't ever think that it's not a struggle, because it most certainly is. So other than that, I had this list of things that I wanted to say on here. Where the fuck? Oh, the notes journal, okay. It was about this thing that I always do. I don't know why I do this, but every time I go for a run, like as I go up the crazy hill, like 3 times sometimes, and every time I do that, come back home, and just immediately I'm typing into Google, health benefits of hill jogging. I wanted to confirm it because, it's just like this, I feel like it's similar to CrossFitness. Like how people, well, maybe I don't know, I'm just kind of talking out of my ass right now, but it's like, every time I do something, I'm always looking to keep the feeling going, and I'll do this for hours. I'll fucking come home from a run, cursing way too much right now. I'll come home from a run, and I'll just look on Google mindlessly for hours, just health benefits of hill jogging, and it's because it makes me feel good to know that I'm helping myself out by hill jogging, but I don't understand why I need to keep reading about it. Hold on. Okay, that was nothing. I thought that was something. Yeah, sometimes new subscriber. Sometimes I hear people coming downstairs and I just stop talking and I go back upstairs. I don't even know why people are subscribing to the chat. It could be, maybe you're expecting another Jordan Peterson video, because I feel like that's where you may have come from. And I'll talk about him, I'm sure. But for right now, I'm kind of it was sort of like a 3-day thing, 3 or 4 day love affair with everything he was saying, and now it feels like it's dying down, which tends to happen, but maybe it'll get flared back up at some point in the future. So what did I do other than that? I went for a walk today, like a mile walk, and that was inconsequential. And there was other things that I was it's not just running that I do that with, looking at journals, or not journals. Jesus, wow, I'm bombing badly on this one. It's not just running that I look up health benefits. It's everything that I do. If I do something good for myself, or something that is feels like an accomplishment, all I can fucking do is just read about why the accomplishment is good from other people. And it's God, am I so full of myself that I'm just nonstop reading, you know, it's a pat on the back, just nonstop pats on the back from myself. And you know, I do that for hours sometimes, and sometimes I don't even remember like what I was doing. Sometimes it feels like I've just been like in this daze for the last 5 years of mishmashes of YouTube videos. No, not even entire YouTube videos. Like 3 seconds of YouTube videos. Like, cause I'll have like a million tabs open, and you know, like YouTube video, watch 10 minutes of it. Another YouTube video, watch 5 minutes of it, and you know, it's just very hard to stay still. That's why I've been watching the Jordan Peterson videos with just while playing Minecraft. So you know, I don't have. It's more like a secondary thing that I'm doing in the background while I'm, you know, playing Minecraft. And that feels like it's way more of a learning experience. So I feel like the retention of what he said is a lot higher too because of Minecraft. Yeah. So. What else? I don't even know. Oh yeah, it's just kind of bombing on this journal tonight because I'm nervous about somebody new possibly listening. But see, that's the thing. You got to push through the nervousness. Like, of course I'm going to be bad on this one, but maybe I'll be better on the next one. It's like, actually, my brother was saying to me that he makes like $50,000 a year now. And he was saying to me that it just complicates things more. Like going from basically like a broke guy to making $50,000 a year now. It's like it increases the margin for error. So it's very hard to aim properly with it. I always had this analogy in my head of like you know how you can sing when you're a kid. Like it's not, there's no break in your voice. Like you can go you know, and you can just sing fine, and there's no like concentrating going on, and there's no big thrill about hitting a high note when you're a kid because it has no chance of falling apart because, you know, your voice hasn't broken yet. But as you get older, as you know, things get more complicated with your voice, you know, it becomes more difficult to hit the high notes because it feels like it's hanging on by a thread. And you know, it takes a lot more technique, takes a lot more discipline, takes a lot more balls. But the result is, you know, it's a much fucking ballsier, more meaningful note that you're hitting. Instead of, you know, like a child's high note is like, oh, but you know, an adult's high note, especially an adult male's high note, because it's harder for men to hit high notes than it is for women. Oh, I don't know that for sure, but it just seems like it is. An adult male's high note is like, you know, that's like the fucking big balls right there. You know, the reward is greater, but the risk is steeper. And, you know, it's harder to focus in on that point of resonance. And, you know, likewise with the money thing with my brother, it's like, you know, it's going from a child singing to an adult trying to sing, and you know, it takes some practice, but you know, eventually you'll get the hang of it, and it'll be a more potent note than it was when you were, you know, just broke as a joke. Actually, I was listening to what's his goddamn name, Gabriel Iglesias. Like I was upstairs with my dad watching the comedy special with him, and something just struck me about him as like a child, like, you know, like a childish form of God, if that makes any sense. Like he's so perfect. Like there's something about him that is just so fucking perfect. You know, it's like, you know, the whole thing is just very, but perfect, but in a very, you know, very, I keep thinking of the word chibi, like Japanese when they say like chibi trunks or whatever. But, you know, it's perfect in a very juvenile way. God, wow, that didn't sound creepy, did it? But, you know, you know what I mean. Well, maybe you don't know what I mean. But I think that's the same principle applies there. Like, he's hitting on a resonance that's very, like, you know, non-ballsy, but very pure. It's extremely pure, but there's no like dramatic flair to it. There's no balls to it. It's just too perfect. It's like things that are really, really worthwhile. They have like little imperfections in them, and they're not perfect, but somehow they are. And I have no idea what I'm saying anymore. So, all right, goodbye.